Welcome back to MTV. Up next, we have the X Effect, where we take exes who are now in happily new relationships and make them spend a romantic weekend together while their current partners watch and see if they cheat. Sound fun? Well, stay tuned because it's up next.
And cut.
Okay, what did I just read? Is that a real show?
Yep, season 1's going great so far. We've already destroyed 8 relationships.
And you're proud of that?
Yeah, whatever gets us the most ratings.
You know, I thought working for MTV was gonna be cool, but I quit.
Oh yeah? Well, you'll regret this when we're the most successful TV network in the world. I'm calling it now.
Hey, honey, any new show ideas today?
Oh, no, we're just gonna air another episode of ridiculousness.
But dear, you've been doing that for years now. Don't you think it's time to switch it up?
No, it's fine. No one's watching anyway.
That's right, today we're watching another episode of The X Effect, where exes reconnect at a romantic resort and their current partners spy on them. I previously did a video on this show and I got a comment telling me that I should do another one, and that's really all it takes. Ask and you shall receive. Unless it's a weird ask, then I'll probably just ignore you. And I'm wearing this big ass coat because it's freezing in my apartment and I refuse to turn the heat on for no other reason other than the fact that I decided I'm done turning the heat on until winter. It's supposed to be spring and I'm just gonna power through. I could easily turn the heat on and just resolve this issue, but I'm not going to. All right, let's get into it.
Two exes are about to find out if it's time to close the book on the past or rekindle the flame.
If they're both in new relationships, wouldn't that be them clarifying that the book is closed? Let it be. In this episode, the two exes are Marcel and Ilka, who dated for about 6 months. And I guess while they were dating, Marcel met Monique, who is his now current girlfriend, at a party.
While I was dating Ilka, I met Monique at a party.
So he cheated on her.
When Marcel cheated on me, I was devastated and I had to break it up.
Now both exes are in new relationships. But sometimes Ilka and Marcel wonder if they made a mistake.
Do they? Do they wonder if they made a mistake, or are y'all just making that up? Then they all meet up in the middle of the desert of all places with 2 stretch limos. Random location. And initially they all think that they're going to be spending a weekend together at a resort.
The couples think they will all be spending time together.
She had strong connections and feelings which probably still exist within her.
I'm okay with having Marcel see Ilka again because this experience will help me know if what me and Marcel have is really something I should pursue.
Which I'm still confused as to why they're meeting in the middle of nowhere. But out comes Thomas the bellhop, who's the same guy from last time who stirred up trouble. And the 2 exes are taken to the resort in a helicopter. Now I'm pretty sure in the last episode I made a video on, they made the couples show up to the resort on foot. And now I see why. They spent all the budget on these guys. 'Cause yeah, this is season 1, episode 3. And the last one that I did was season 1, episode 5. So they recorded this one first probably. And they were just like, sorry, don't have enough budget for you guys. Just gotta show up on foot. So as the exes are getting whisked away on a helicopter to the resort, the current partners, who are referred to on this show as the O's, because the exes are the X's and the current partners are the O's because X's and O's. I don't understand it, but so the O's think that they're heading home, but in reality they're being taken to the resort to spy on them. And again, I really cannot get over this intro. They really drove both of the couples in 2 separate stretch limos, made them meet in the middle of the desert, and then whisked the exes away on a helicopter to a resort nearby, and then drove the current partners to the resort in the same stretch limo when they could have all just met at the resort. I don't know why that bothers me so much. Okay, whatever. Marcel and Ilka arrive at the resort and Thomas gives them their VIP bracelets, which are actually touch sensor bracelets. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then Monique and Yakov are confused because they thought they were going home, but then Thomas rolls up in a golf cart like, surprise, you're actually staying here too.
Surprise!
So he takes them to their room equipped with top-of-the-line spy equipment, such as a TV that sometimes shows what the exes are up to, a computer that shows what they purchase, a name counter for when either of their names are mentioned, And we have the light that glows when the exes touch each other, which goes back to the VIP touch sensor bracelets, which I'm wondering how that technology even works. Like, how does a bracelet know if you're like touching someone else? Guess I'll never know because I'm not gonna look it up. And right off the bat, the touch sensor light is going off and Monique is not having it.
They're touching! They're touching! Oh my God!
Meanwhile, Ilka and Marcel receive a note that says that they will be going to dinner together under the stars at their finest restaurant. And as they're getting ready, we kind of get a feel for how humble Ilka is.
I don't like to think of myself as conceited, but there's no comparison between me and Monique. I look 1,000 times better than she does.
Because everyone knows looks are the only thing that matters in a relationship. Duh. So we see them at dinner, and I forgot how fast-paced this show is. I'm only 4 minutes into the episode. So within 4 minutes, all of this has happened. So as you can imagine, it's just cutting to one thing to another to another. You don't really even get much dialogue, which in my opinion makes it a little less entertaining compared to reality shows today, because it's like you cut out all the juicy stuff, the conversations that could be had. Anyway, a waiter brings over the finest Truth or Dare cards on a silver platter, because you can't have dinner without Truth or Dare.
I dare you to kiss me somewhere other than my lips.
So she kisses him on the eye? Maybe it's like above his eye? I don't know. So while they're having this romantic dinner, Monique and Yakov are stuck in the room playing checkers, and then they get a note saying that they have an option to spy on them, but they have to choose if they would rather watch what they're doing without any sound or hear what they're saying without any visuals. And it's like they're already stuck in the room for the whole weekend. The least you can do is let them see and hear what's going on at the same time. But they decide to watch them with no sound, which is the opposite of what happened in the last episode that I did, so I'm curious to see how this plays out. Back at dinner, Marcel has another dare for Ilka.
I dare you to try to arouse me.
And she says she'll do the booty dance.
Fine, I'll do the booty dance.
Thank you.
I just thought it was funny that he thanked her, like, thank you for doing the one and only booty dance. You know, the booty dance. Everyone knows the booty dance.
Oh my. Yeah, she gave him a lap dance.
What the fuck is this?
Look.
And Monique can't help but laugh.
Oh, she can't dance worth of shit!
What an awkward thing to do at a dinner date.
Night to you. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, they touching.
Oh my God!
Oh God, this is awful.
I hate your girlfriend.
The next day, they get a visit from Thomas the bellhop, here to deliver their ultimatum with a smile, because again, he enjoys this.
Oh God, not you again.
They can choose to either send Ilka and Marcel to play tennis or send them to the spa. And before he explains any further, Monique says this.
Tennis, because our fat ass can't hang.
Thomas explains there's a catch.
If you send them to the spa, you get to spy. Send them to play tennis and you don't get to watch. So what's it gonna be?
Monique doesn't care. She still wants them to go play tennis.
I don't want to watch.
Let me give you. If we watch them at the spa, first of all, they're not rubbing on each other. It's some professional hand rubbing, whatever.
But Yakov wants to spy, so they end up sending them to the spa. And then all of a sudden, they look at the charges that popped up on the computer. So let's see what we got. We got helicopter transportation for only $350. I feel like that'd be like $1,000 today. And then we have a $90 bottle of wine or something. $175 for the stone massage. And $70 just for some body oil. It's only been like a day and they've already racked up $1,000. So anyway, they see them having a couples massage, you know, nothing too crazy. It's not like they're rubbing on each other or anything, except they are rubbing on each other. And of course, the current partners are not happy about it.
It's naked. They're naked.
He's rubbing her. He's rubbing her.
She's naked.
Get your dirty ass hands off of him.
After that, Ilka and Marcel head back to their room just to find out that they've been upgraded to the honeymoon suite due to maintenance, which is exactly what they did last time. Except this time, the honeymoon suite doesn't have a bunch of weird sex toys. Spank? Slave? What kind of hotel is this? And Ilka says this.
When I saw that amazing honeymoon suite, I thought about what it would be like if me and Marcel were to get married.
So So I guess Yakov is just chopped liver. Just gonna forget about your current relationship that you're currently in. Then Monique and Yakov get a call from guess who? Thomas.
Hey, Yakov and Monique. Marcel and Ilka had to move rooms.
The way that he says, oh, they had to move rooms, like this wasn't planned out. Diabolical.
Now we've added a channel to your television so you can see the layout of the new suite.
So now they're able to see the layout of the new room, and the red X is Ilka and the blue X is Marcel. And I noticed that they put little broken hearts by the words honeymoon suite instead of whole hearts, because they realize that they're actively ruining relationships.
With Ilka, one thing that would totally tempt me would probably be a jacuzzi, liquor, me, her, nudity.
Because he's sure no stranger to cheating. We know that. And Monique says this.
If it's X on top of X, I'm wigging out. I'm wigging out in here and I'm getting the out this room and I'm gonna find that room.
So Ilka and Marcel head to the pool and they did Ilka dirty with these underwater shots. And while the X's are playing around in the pool, the poor O's, I forgot I'm supposed to be calling them that, are just trapped in the room watching the X's on TV.
I always pick losers.
Guess you and I both.
They got another note saying that they could send them a bottle of champagne with a hidden microphone in the ice bucket.
The run
Send
on
that
a battery.
Send it.
So they choose to send it. Oh, I guess they're done swimming and they're eating dinner now. So they get to listen in on their conversation and they start reminiscing about the time that they got lost at the park.
Most reminds me of the time we got locked in the park.
Did he say lost at the park or locked at the park? It sounds like locked at the park, but I'm assuming he meant lost. Comment below what you think he said.
And I wanted to call 911.
And I was like, well, why call 911?
He never told me about that.
It was so scary.
Ugh, this is getting me sick.
And then Ilka says this.
You guys seem to have a really good relationship going. I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
Oh, me too, happy babe.
And to be honest, I love Monique. And then Marcel says this.
Me and Yakov seem to have a good thing going.
Not so good. I mean, right now it's kind of rocky.
Rocky. It's more like over the edge.
I sure don't want you at my door beating on my door, Thomas. Marcelo, come back. No, like, ooh.
So he basically says that he wouldn't take her back. Like, don't come crying to me. And to be honest, I don't know what either of them see in this guy. But whatever, they continue the conversation.
You're afraid of Monique. I'm not.
I'm gonna beat your ass, so don't be afraid of me.
And Monique is ready to throw hands. Understandably so.
You're always telling me, oh, Monique is so tough. Monique is this, Monique is that.
Come on, just watch it. You gotta hear the rest of it.
And she doesn't take any nonsense.
Marcel sound more scared of me versus in love. And Ilka just sound like she wanted me to hurt her.
And again, this is where reality TV differs from then and now. Because I'm almost sure that if this show was produced today, Monique would break the rules of being confined to the room, find the honeymoon suite, and try to fight Ilka. Which I personally think would be way more entertaining to watch. But back then, they didn't break the rules. And then the audio cuts off.
That's not 15 minutes, come on.
And then we see them bring out a tray of Twinkies? Sorry, I meant Twinkies!
Twinkies!
I guess they have a special way of eating Twinkies.
Our special way of eating Twinkies, me and Marcel.
And she's excited.
Twinkies!
And then we get to witness this disgusting moment.
We would eat the Twinkies together until both our mouths touch each other, and then I would put the cream all over him.
Ugh, sorry. That just grosses me out. Licking food off of someone else's face does not turn me on. Like, that does not sound hot. That sounds nasty. Also, I think it's kind of messed up that they told the O's that they would get to spy on them the whole weekend, but then they cut it off at the part where they're actually, like, basically making out with each other. I don't understand this show. So after dinner, Marcel and Ilka go into the hot tub, and as they're showing that, we hear this voiceover of Monique saying that she feels stabbed in the back, as Ilka lets out this huge belly laugh.
I feel like I've been stabbed in the back.
I like that laugh.
I like that laugh.
And then they just sit and stare at each other for a little bit. And at this point, it sounds like Monique is pretty fed up with Marcel.
If I could see Marcel right now, I would tell him never ever in his life to speak to me again.
Leave that dusty man. Then they get ready for bed, and it looks like they're sleeping in the same bed. And they went straight from the hot tub to the bed. Like, y'all aren't gonna take a shower? Kind of gross. And we have no clue if they had intercourse or not, which I'm okay with. I don't want to see that. But you would think that they would say something about it or hint it or let the O's know what's going on, but they don't. But from what it sounds like, they might have had sex.
He just couldn't resist me.
So it's the next morning, and in comes Thomas with a map for each of them. Ilka's map leads her to Monique, which props to Monique for holding her composure.
Excuse me. Have a seat. Ilka, I know what you've been up to. I've been here the whole weekend, Yakov and I got to spy. I've heard and I've seen a lot of things I'm unhappy with. But unfortunately for you, the weekend is over. So you have a choice to make. The X represents Marcel and the O is Yakov. You have to choose one and leave the other one behind.
But I'm pretty sure she whispers bitch as she walks away.
Not in front of me, though.
And Marcel's map leads him to Yakov. And he was flabbergasted.
I was flabbergasted.
And both Ilka and Marcel have a choice to pick a tile. One tile has an O on it, the other tile has an X on it, and they have to pick the one that they want to be with. And then we see Marcel meet up with Monique and Ilka meet up with Yakov. And I forgot to mention this in the last video, but it looks like they're wearing completely different outfits when they meet up with their current partner. So it makes me wonder how far apart these were recorded. And Monique starts expressing how she feels.
If you touch me, little touchy-feely ass, you just all touchy, huh? Yeah, that's what you think this little thing is.
What is
Light
it?
all in my face all night till 2:30 in the morning.
Is this a camera?
Nope. I knew every time he was touching her. You're a traitor.
I think she took it easy on him personally.
Well, I did have fun this weekend.
I'm sure.
Not gonna lie. But I was faced with a decision.
But then it cuts over to Yakov and Ilka. I'm just confused about Ilka's outfit choice. Like, the top is cute, but why the skirt though? Why that color of skirt? I understand it was 2007, the fashions were different, but I don't know. That was an interesting choice. Anyway, they talk for a little bit.
The last couple of days, you made some decisions that truly disappointed me.
I am truly sorry if I have disappointed you. You have really been a great boyfriend.
Great boyfriend.
And then she reveals who she picked.
This weekend kind of made me realize who I am truly happy with. That has to be
I do not even want to see.
Marcel.
She chose Marcel. Honestly, Yakov handles himself very well. It seems like he wasn't really trying to continue the relationship either. But the way he delivers some of these lines makes me wonder if it was a little bit scripted or entirely scripted.
Ilka, you're moving in an other people's relationship. If you're comfortable with yourself, you can live with that. By all means, do so. Even if I had the option of keeping you, it wouldn't happen. I don't want to know you.
I don't want to know you. Crazy thing to say to somebody. You kind of can't not know someone once you know them. It's like, unless you can just zap them from your memory. So now Ilka gets reunited with Marcel to reveal her decision.
I had to choose between you and Yakov, so I chose to be with you.
And his face tells me everything that I need to know. He says this.
I had a good time too, but I'm in love, so I couldn't trade my girl for nothing.
And I mean, come on, girl. Ilka, you didn't see this coming after he cheated on you with Monique?
We should stay friends.
We can be friends.
Be friends? Huh? After y'all just spent a romantic getaway together? I don't think so.
Well, I had a good time.
Awkward. That whole interaction felt very unnatural and awkward. Like, the lack of emotion in this part is just crazy to me. Also, guys, I think Ilka might be a vampire. The way her skin glimmers in the sunlight. I don't know. Just a thought. Also, Monique, girl, I was rooting for you, but why go back to his dusty cheating ass? Like, he cheated on you, he cheated on her. He's probably gonna cheat on the next girl. Monique, if you're out there, hope you're doing okay? Hope you got away from this man. But that's the happily ever after ending. Yay.
I think we are definitely going to work out.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. I did purchase a handful of episodes, so if you want me to do another one, I can. One comment is all it takes. One comment is all it takes. That one song. One kiss is all it takes. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. My name is Maddie the Baddie, your new favorite YouTuber. Feel free to subscribe, stick around, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff if you want. And I gotta go do the booty dance, but I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Booty dance is a lot of work.